That night, as fireflies blinked softly outside the windows and a calm breeze rustled the curtains, Paru and Chanku curled up close to Papa, eyes wide with excitement. "Papa, what happens next in the forest?" "You stopped where they met many sages," said Paru. "Yes, yes. And you said there would be a bird and a fight," added Chanku, bouncing on the bed. Papa chuckled, brushing their hair lovingly. "Tonight," he said, "you'll hear how Rama meets a great sage, receives divine weapons, befriends a noble bird, and defeats thousands of Rakshasas. All in the dark heart of Dandaka forest." After weeks of traveling through thick forests, hills, and rivers, Rama, Sita, and Lakshman reached the peaceful ashram of Sage Suteekshna, a kind disciple of Sage Agastya. Sage Suteekshna welcomed them with folded hands. "Lord Rama, Sage Agastya has long awaited your arrival." They bowed respectfully and continued toward Agastya Ashram, near Panchvati, where Sage Agastya lived. With guidance from Sage Suteekshna, Rama, Sita, and Lakshman journeyed deeper into the Dandaka forest. Their steps were silent on the soft forest floor, but their hearts beat strong with purpose. They passed streams with lotus flowers, golden bamboo groves, and quiet ashrams where birds sang verses of the Vedas. When they reached Sage Agastya's ashram, they were welcomed warmly. The sage had been waiting for Rama. "Welcome, O Rama, son of Dashrath. I have waited for your arrival for many ages," said Agastya, his eyes twinkling with deep wisdom. He offered Rama a set of celestial weapons given to him by the gods, times Vishnu's divine bow times an inexhaustible quiver times a shining sword of light. "These weapons will protect Dharma. Use them wisely," said the sage. Sita offered prayers. Lakshman stood in quiet respect. As they left Agastya's ashram and headed toward Panchvati, the trio came upon a huge bird resting under a banyan tree. He looked like a golden eagle, old but majestic. Lakshman stepped forward with caution, but the bird spoke gently. "I am Jatayu, a friend of your father, King Dashrath," he said, bowing to Rama and Sita. "Let me guard you while you stay in this forest." Sita smiled, and Rama welcomed Jatayu with honor. They now had a guardian in the skies. They chose a beautiful spot near the Godavari river, where trees danced with sunlight and birds sang day and night. Lakshman built a small hut with bamboo, leaves, and love. Sita arranged flowers and blessed the place. It became their forest home, simple but filled with peace. Paru whispered, "That sounds like a fairy home, Papa." Papa smiled, "Yes, dear." But peace in the forest was not to last. One golden afternoon, while Rama was sitting with Sita, and Lakshman was sharpening arrows, a strange figure entered the grove. She had long, wild hair, fiery eyes, and sharp nails. She was Soorpanaka, sister of Ravana and a powerful Rakshasi. The moment she saw Rama, she was smitten. With a magical disguise, she turned herself into a beautiful woman and approached him. "Oh, handsome one," she said sweetly, "leave this forest girl and marry me." Rama smiled kindly and said, "I am already married. You should ask my brother." Soorpanaka turned to Lakshman, who laughed and said, "I am just a servant. Marry my elder brother." Realizing she was being mocked, her anger exploded. She roared and leapt at Sita. Lakshman immediately drew his sword and, with one swift motion, cut off her nose, ears and breast. Soorpanaka ran through the forest, screaming in rage and pain. Her blood-soaked cries echoed through the trees. She ran to her brother Khara, a fierce Rakshasa general living nearby. They insulted me. They chopped off my nose. Destroy them, she cried. Khara's eyes burned with fury. He ordered 14 fierce Rakshasas to attack Rama. But Rama, standing alone with his bow, defeated them all within minutes. Khara was stunned. This forest hermit? He must be more than he seems, he shouted. He marched into battle himself, leading an army of 14,000 Rakshasas with massive weapons, chariots, and loud war cries. Before the battle, Rama turned to Lakshman. Take Sita and hide in a cave nearby. I will fight alone. Lakshman obeyed, shielding Sita with his life. Rama stood tall and calm, like a blazing sun. His arrows flew like lightning, striking one enemy after another. He defeated every Rakshasa, even Khara, and Trishira, Khara's powerful son. Only Akampana, a clever Rakshasa, escaped and fled to Lanka to inform his uncle Ravana. When the dust settled, peace returned to Panchvati. Birds flew again, the river sparkled, and Rama stood with his bow lowered. Sita and Lakshman emerged from the cave. Sita's eyes filled with worry and love. Rama gently said, "It's over." But a storm was brewing far away in the golden palace of Lanka. Paru whispered, "Papa, I love Jatayu. He's like a feathery guardian angel." Chanku added, "And Rama was so brave. He beat thousands." So, what is the moral for today? True strength lies in protecting others, not in seeking power. And no evil can defeat the one who stands for truth. Papa smiled, kissed them good night, and said, "Sleep well, my brave hearts. Tomorrow, the real storm begins, with the mighty king of Lanka."